Good morning. During the 10 years between 2008 and 2018 makes it a decade, and I'm finding the actors and actresses who acted at the Old Town Playhouse in Traverse City, Michigan, and giving them a memory in a video for their family members, children, and especially to them, so they can look back standing on their theater stage. And this time is Actor David Dennison.
I have met Lord Goring before.
I do not think you would remember me, Mrs. Cheetham.
Oh, my memory is under admirable control.
I love genius.
How very selfish of you.
I am very selfish.
You're always telling me all that qualities.
Oh, I have only told you the half of them as yet, Miss May.
Well, the other's very bad.
Quite dreadful. When I think of them at night, I go to sleep once.
I'm delighted in your bad qualities. I wouldn't tell you perhaps one of them.
Oh, very nice of you to say. By the way, Miss May, I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Who brought Mrs. Cheetham?
Why, did you not be brought her? Why do you ask?
Oh, I've not seen them for years. That's all.
Absurd reason. What sort of lady is she?
What a genius in the daytime.
course, there are two Vandas in the show. There is Vanda Jordan, and then there's Vanda Junayev, who is the play within the play character. And I'll focus mainly on Vanda Jordan because I think Vanda Junayev is a much more obvious character. If you come to see the play, there's not going to be a lot that's unclear. Vanda Jordan is an enigma. She walks in when Thomas has just had it. He's had an awful day of auditioning people, and he cannot find anyone who he thinks is good enough to play this wonderful role that he has written. And so in walks Vanda Jordan, who is pretty much every horrible thing he's had to deal with all day. And he's rolling his eyes and he can't handle it, and he really wants to just go home. But she sort of talks her way into the audition, and she starts to read, and she is, I'll say, mysteriously good at reading the part and at playing this character. And so he doesn't know what to make of her, and that really doesn't change, I think, throughout the show. Do you think that's accurate?
I think that's fairly accurate, yes.
So who is this guy?
So Dave plays Thomas Novacek, who is the playwright. He's the adapter.
He's the adapter.
Of a novel that he happened to like a little bit too much, possibly. And he's also the director, so he is the one who is auditioning Vanda. And I think when Thomas subconsciously chose this book to adapt into stage, he was delving into his own inner demons or angels or whatever he wanted. Yeah. A little bit too much. But he has not fully even realized that himself. Like a lot of people today, he's pretty much face value, and Vanda starts to bring a little bit more of that out of him, see if he connects a little bit more with the show as the show goes on. Is that pretty accurate?
I think that's pretty accurate. I don't want to give too much away, because you could talk more about these characters, but it really would give away, I think, things that are surprising and interesting in the show. Mm-hmm. What I found interesting about Thomas, and we talked about this at one of our first rehearsals, when I first read the script, I read him as just kind of a normal guy. And then I read the script again, and I read it again. And I realized Thomas is really kind of a dick. And he's really kind of a misogynist. Mm-hmm. But he's a misogynist, and he doesn't pinch butts, and he doesn't call people toots. He would never think that of himself, and would probably be really upset to be described as that. But I think he exhibits a very believable misogyny that I think is present in a lot of men, and while I hope not me, it did sort of make me go...
Misogyny that is acceptable in society today.
One specific hurdle that both of you had to overcome together in order for the chemistry to all work, or was that from the very beginning?
I think we both felt that we enjoyed reading with each other from very early on. I mean, even
so, it was just a process that just developed.
It was
more and more.
I really believe. I mean, we were there on the same page in the very beginning, and we grew together and worked at an equal pace. I mean, I was very pleased to work with Dave, and
it would be the death of this play if it didn't have chemistry.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think we both recognized that, and I think we were both, I know I was very, very grateful to be working with an actor like
me
that.
too.
Well, the moment that I saw both of you together on stage, I knew everything was going to be well.
Well, thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. That's good to know.
Anyway, thank you very much. I'll be looking forward to seeing opening night.
Thank you.
And I hope that you have a great, successful run.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.